Hello again, I am Joe Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team Career here on the PC with Cadillac. It's our first race back from the mid-season break and the first part of an Italian doubleheader. Tonight we are heading to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. And we are 2 days away. We don't have all of our new bits available yet. We are building some more spare parts. These will be ready in time, so we'll have 2 spare underfloors going into Monza. However, the new rear wings will not be ready, despite them being brought forward ever so slightly. Or was that the underfloor? I forget. But they won't be ready till we get back, and then I might have one single rear wing available for Imola. It's not really a risk I want to take, and it's not really a circuit where the new rear wing is going to give that much of a benefit, because it is more focused on improving our DRS than our downforce. So that won't really be introduced until we get to Baku, which will be Wednesday's race, I believe. And hopefully there it will have a bit more of an impact because the DRS zones are pretty long, especially that one on the main straight. That's a particularly powerful DRS zone. So having an improved DRS there, much better for us. Apart from that, car seems to be in reasonably good shape. I am a little short on chassis, but I don't have the cash to build any, nor do I have the cash to actually start the new chassis design project, which I wanted to get underway. So we're going to have to wait. Hope we pick up some decent cash tonight to at least build a couple of spare chassis. Let me see the state. See, this was at medium risk, which isn't great. What's car 2 like? That one's fine. That one looks like it's just gone on. So we have a little bit of a stagger on our chassis. They're not both going to fail at the same time. Or at least they shouldn't fail at the same time. It's not a guarantee. That will help a little bit. And then we're good on spares everywhere else. We've got 4 of our Mark IIs on front and rear wing, 4 of our Mark III side pods. In 2 days' time, we'll have 4 of our Mark III underfloors, and we have 4 Mark IV suspensions. But again, we've got parts at medium risk. They are going to wear out sooner rather than later. So we're not quite as nice with the parts as I would like. Let's make sure that we've got that fitted there. There we go. And before we go into Monza on the Friday, we will have a quick look at the rest of the grid as well, because no doubt there will have been some improvements from other teams as well. Evening Dino, evening Esparza. Hello to everyone else who's lurking in the chat. Good to see you all. We will be discussing this weekend's Grand Prix that's just gone, COTA, when we hit practice. But before then, let's get our cars prepped. So we've got our practice parts on the Car 1 powertrain and on the Car 2 powertrain. Hopefully we can get through practice without too many issues. Do we run the rookies today? I think we probably should. Yes, I think we probably should. Okay, let's advance time. There we go. That is the final spare underfloor. So we've got nothing being built now. At least not for a few days. The suggested strategy is a 1-stop, expecting it to be hot so tires could easily overheat and wear. I do think that we're going to be potentially looking at 2 stops from the AI. Or from some of the AI. We might see some on 1-stops, but I do think, certainly the cars lower down the grid are almost certainly going to be 2-stopping. Let's take a look at where we stand compared to the average. So we are down 1.7 kilometers. Ouch. That's quite a lot, especially in a circuit like this. Acceleration is not too far away from the average. DRS is not great. We're down, it's 8.5%. New DRS improvements coming with the new rear wing, but as I say, we won't really have that on the car till Baku. We're still losing a lot in downforce. We're actually down still a full percentage, a full tenth of a percentage point in G-force, which is a lot in low speed. Just as much, if not slightly more, in the medium speed, and down nearly 2 tenths of a G in high speed, which is really bad. Dirty air tolerance is also not great. Tyre wear, we're down 10.5% on the average. Engine cooling is better since we've got our new Mark III side pods on the car, and it looks like we are slightly heavier than the average as well. So let's break it down by team. Our nearest rivals in the standings. Let's have a look at the constructors standings, shall we? So Racing Bulls, Haas, Audi are the 3 teams below us. So let's take a look at those 3 first. We'll start with Racing Bulls, who are bottom. They are still a fair bit quicker than us, 1.5 kilometers an hour quicker than us. We've got slightly better acceleration. We're not too far down in DRS, just 2 points. They still got a lot more downforce than us, though, across the board. Yeah, that's not good at all. Dirty air, again, is quite good compared to us. Their tyre wear is better than ours. Engine cooling's about the same as us, and they're actually slightly heavier than us. That's not encouraging that they've got the worst car of our competitors. Let's take a look at Haas. So Haas, yeah, very, very quick compared to us, and yet they're only 15th on the grid. Again, we're down a lot in the low speed, an awful lot in the medium, and a good old chunk in the high speed. It's bad all round, isn't it? I don't think Audi's going to be much better. Well, we're a bit closer on tyre wear to Audi. We're down about 5% here. Again, we're down a fair old chunk across the board in downforce. And they're 19th. They're 19th and 20th in medium speed. So they're the only car below, we're the only car below them in that we're 20th and 21st and 22nd. And they are up a full tenth of a percentage point. That's a lot. Oh, the second half of this season is going to be brutal. We just haven't been able to get the car, improved enough. It's not pleasant at all, is it? Now you see our car performance not looking good. We are the worst everywhere apart from engine cooling. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's take a quick look at the top. Let's see if Mercedes still have the best car. They're very, very fast. Is there a difference between the two? Slight edge, it would seem, to Kimi, maybe. Yeah, slight edge in speed and acceleration. About the same in DRS. Slightly more downforce. Slightly better tyre wear. So it looks like there's some new parts on Kimi that George doesn't have yet. Kimi is in the number... Is he in the number 1 car or the number 2 car? He's in the number 2 car. So, yeah, that seems a bit odd. Let's take a look at Ferrari compared to George. And let's see. Yeah, looks like Leclerc and Hamilton have got the same car. So Ferrari down a little bit in speed, a little bit, a fair bit in acceleration, a lot in DRS. Ooh, look at that, 60% against 48.5. That's a big gap. 12% between Ferrari and Mercedes. Mercedes are down in the low speed, but they have the edge everywhere else. Tyre wear slightly better for Ferrari. Engine cooling much better for Mercedes. Red Bull down a fair old chunk in speed. and DRS acceleration and DRS are down about 5%. Again, they've got a slight edge over Mercedes in the low speed, but they're down in the medium and the high. Slightly better dirty air, lower tyre wear and engine cooling stats though. And let's take a look at McLaren as well. Yeah, again, it looks like the Mercedes is the dominant overall package. Let's take a quick look at the values here. So Alpine have got a very average car in terms of speed, but they've got the best DRS on the grid and the best low speed. Pretty damn strong in the dirty air as well. This would explain why we've seen some really good performances from them recently. And I want to check out Williams, because Williams have been quick, but you would look at this and you wouldn't necessarily see it. Their top speed is not good. Not good at all. They are 20th in speed there. Average in the cornering as well, apart from the high speed. They're in the upper echelons in the high speed. Maybe they're just waiting for some more upgrades. Maybe the other teams have just taken an extra little step that Williams haven't yet. Who knows? Right, let's set our targets then, shall we? I think, despite the ailments of our car, I think we've got two pretty solid drivers, and I think the characteristics of the circuit will enable us to maybe, if we can just hang on for the first few laps, I think we could be in for a pretty good run. So I think 2 in the top 18, very much achievable.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the Italian Grand Prix. Welcome to life in the fast lane. We're here at Monza in Italy, the home of Ferrari. But who will take home the points this weekend? Last round was a dream weekend for race winner Oscar Piastri, the Australian showing his mettle against the best of the best. Let's get this underway.
Yeah, not so much in real life. Not a good weekend for Oscar at all. Right. Yeah, blazing hot sunshine across the whole weekend. Let's put the rookies in. Car park knowledge, 82%. Yeah, let's do it. So, let's get Logan in the car and Jack in the car. Let's go with a set of soft tyres. And then fuel. Monza's normally 19 laps. So I'm going to try and go for 24 laps of fuel. See if that will actually get us close. I don't know if it will or not. Let's do the same on car 2. There we go. I don't think the tyres will last this long, especially if it's hot. But we'll see. We don't need to change the parts. They're already installed with the crappiest of the crap parts that we have that are viable. So we'll go straight to setups, and this is an ultra low downforce circuit. So we're looking at a front wing that's going to be probably in the 1 to 2 range. Could potentially go a little lower, but I'm going to start with a 1. And it's going to be a 9 on the rear wing. And then it's probably going to be either a 2.8 or a 1.9 on the rear. I'm going to start with a 2.8 on this one. I'm going to go a little bit lower on the toe and a little bit higher. Sorry, a little bit lower on the camber, a little bit higher on the toe. We'll mix it up a little bit for car 2. Again, we're going to go with pretty low on the front wing. I'm going to try 1.5 on this one. Go with a 9. I'm going to go with a 1.9 as well. And then I'm just going to go with a little bit more on this car than the other one. So a 3.05 rather than a 2.95. And I'm going to whack that all the way up. Everything looks to be in tolerance. I didn't actually check. It's tight, but I think we'll be okay there. And let's send them out.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Green light. Radio check.
Copy, radio check.
Good for me too.
One, two, three. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Radio check.
Loud and clear.
So, looks like we do have some rookies. Ferrari running both of their main drivers today. But Norris is sitting out for Ugo. Nagel is in for Hadjar. Victor Martin is in for George Russell. Tim Tramnitz is in for Bortoletto. And then obviously we've got our 2 rookies in as well. So a little mix. Some teams not running any, a couple of teams running just the one. And I think we're the only team that's running both. Yes, we are. So an interesting Grand Prix weekend that we just had at the Circuit of the Americas in Texas. A little bit of shenanigans going on from Red Bull as well. They got a bit of a slap on the wrist and a €50,000 fine.
Copy.
Or $50,000 fine. Half of which has been suspended until the end of the season. So they won't have to pay the other 25k unless they get caught doing it again. They were trying, as they have been doing on a number of occasions this season, removing the marker tape that Norris has been putting down on the sidewall to make it easier for him to judge pulling into his starting slot. He's got a visual marker to with tape to help him line himself up, because it is very hard to see when you're in that cockpit just where you are when it comes to pulling into your grid box. You want to maximize how far you are in, but you don't want to overcook it, because then you're going to get flagged for a false start. So McLaren asked permission at the beginning of this season if they could start putting tape on the sidewall to do that. Hamilton does something similar, but he actually has it on his car. But McLaren asked permission from the FIA to be able to do that on the pit wall, and they were told, yes, that's fine. And Red Bull have been going in and trying to rip it up and take it off. And that isn't actually against the rules. There's nothing in the rules that says they can't do that. However, they took too long to do it this weekend and got busted for being out on track when the track had already been cleared. Marshals had cleared the track, and at that point no one's allowed to go back on. And the Red Bull engineer was a bit slow getting the tape off. We're trying to get the tape off because McLaren have clocked on to the fact that Red Bull have been doing that and taking the tape off. So they used stronger tape, and it was so sticky that they couldn't get it off without getting spotted and caught. So that's why they got penalised with a 50k fine. As I say, 25k suspended.
No management required.
But yeah, a little bit of shenanigans going on there. It doesn't surprise me. And I'm sure there are a lot of shenanigans that go on amongst all the teams, but it's always Red Bull.
Yeah, understood.
It's always Red Bull. You always hear about Red Bull shenanigans. You never really hear too much about the other teams, but you always hear about Red Bull because they are so prolific at trying to game the system. It's a little unsporting, but as I say, it's not against the letter of the law. It's not against the rules, so can't really say anything about it in that respect. If it were me, I'd be instead of trying to take myself off, I'd put like loads of extra markers down. Just you know, make sure you got a couple of markers either side. It mix it up a bit. Maybe you got 2 before and 1 after, or 1 before and 2 after, and which marker's the right one? I think that would be probably cleverer than just trying to remove the tape, because then there's a chance you might line up against the wrong one and either be too far back or too far forward. You know, if you're going to do shenanigans like that, you got to think it through.
What about tyres?
Maybe they just didn't have the right colour tape. I don't know. But... All right, we're at 94% and 87% with our setups. That's not too bad. Oh, these tyres are gone. They got 19 laps out of them. That's not bad. You get a colour pen and extend the tape. I don't know what they've been using at all races, but they were using like pretty thick, heavy-duty silver tape at COTA. You're glad I told that correctly. The amount of people that make it seem like it was trying to remove that. Yeah, there's nothing in the rules against them removing the tape. It's just they were out on track when they shouldn't be, and that's what they got penalised for.
So limiter should be on now.
Breaking safety rules.
If you could stop on the marks.
Evening, Victor. But yeah, just the absurdity of McLaren coming to this weekend saying, no, we've made it clear there will be no contact between our drivers, and then they immediately both get taken out by themselves in the first turn of the sprint race. You can't write this shit, I tell you. I need to find 6%, so this is going to be tricky because I don't want to mess with the rear wing too much. I'm not convinced that's going to be right, but I'll give it a go. Let's put another set of tyres on. 20 laps of fuel will do.
And box, this like box, speed confirm.
And then, you know, not a great race for Oscar in the main race either. You know, not too bad for Norris, second place. It took him a long time to get past Charles Leclerc, which basically cost him the Grand Prix. Trying to spend that long trying to get past him. Zach Brown making a bit of a fool of himself, calling Nico an amateur. Yeah, you say stupid things in the heat of the moment. I'm sure he will have looked back on that and realised he was a bit out of order with that one. I was very impressed with both Ferraris getting a really strong start on the day of the race as well. You know, Leclerc getting himself past. Lovely launch for, or I say lovely launch. It was actually not a great getaway for Hamilton. He was a little slow off the line, but going the long way around at turn 1, got himself in a beautiful position and jumped 2 cars to get himself up into 4th. And so a good drive for both Ferrari drivers in the end. I do think Ferrari should have told Leclerc to move over for Hamilton, though, rather than Hamilton having to force his way past. Because he was clearly, you know, running out of tyres at that point. Hamilton still had life in his tyres and was going to keep going. And it turns out that Leclerc was boxing that lap anyway. Should have just moved over, let his teammate through. I think part of the problem, and I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but I think part of the problem Hamilton's been having at Ferrari is that he's been expected to be subservient to Charles. He hasn't been given the same equal opportunity that Charles has. Whenever he's been ahead, he's always been told he has to pull over to let Leclerc through, and it's very rare that it's been the other way round. And I think Leclerc needs to be more accommodating, because they're teammates. They're not rivals. They're both trying. Yeah, they both want to score as many points as possible. They both want to try and challenge for wins. But when you're hurting your teammate's strategy for something as silly as just staying ahead until you reach the end of that lap, so that you can box in front of him, and I think it cost the pair of them more time with that squabbling than it would have done for Leclerc to just lift off, let Hamilton go through, and then straight into the pits. Arguably he probably should have pit a few laps before that. As soon as Norris got past him, he should have been straight in the pits. But yeah, it just seems silly. It just seems so silly. Completely unnecessary.
How do my tires look?
It was nice to see Ferrari actually trying something a little different, though. Putting their drivers on different strategies.
And try to
rather than just doing what they normally do and blindly sticking them on exactly the same strategy every time.
Copy.
And Sainz went from hero to villain with his lovely move, which jumped him up a place. I forget who it was he made the move on, and then he tried it again a few laps later, and he's going to get a grid drop at the next Grand Prix for that now. I think it's a 5-place grid drop, if I remember seeing the headline right. Behrman, that was it. No, Behrman tried to dive up the inside and
Any comments though?
got squeezed off. It was someone else, wasn't it? Maybe it was. I don't know. I can't remember. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was watching the highlights. I can't remember some of the specifics, unfortunately. I was a little tired. We've made a slight improvement to Logan. Gained an extra couple of percentage points. He's almost where we need to be with that car. So let me check. Yeah, drive development's done. So let's call Logan in. Oh, he's just started a new lap, hasn't he? Just to save a little bit of wear on that car. Just waiting to hear from Crawford now. Oh, Behrman, yeah. It was Antonelli who got hit. Yeah, that's the one who's get the penalty for.
Good entry.
Oh, Jack's still away from giving
Make
us
sure
our
your
feedback
limiter
yet. He's
is
still
on.
only at 3 of 5.
Okay, stop on the marks.
That's 4. Running out of time. Might not get the full feedback in for the end of the session here. Hopefully we will. Don't need to worry about tyres. Let's have a look. What do we need to fix? The cornering. Might be over moving things here, but yeah, I think I probably am. Let's just work on this. Push that back to a 275 and bring that down an extra click. I'm a little wary of that braking, maybe that braking, but we'll find out in the next session. Right, give you some good news here, Jack. Looks like we can protect the tyres around here.
And check it flag.
Come on, before you get back to the pits. .96, so we have definitely improved that car. Alright, let's have a look, shall we? What do we need to change? Front wing and stability. I could go a little lower on the front wing. We had it at 1.5 to start with, didn't we? We did. And we dropped it down to a 1. Let's try dropping it down to a 0.5. Bring that back up to correct that. That gets a slight little tweak. That could be it. Hard tyres. We've got our main drivers in the car. Let's give them plenty of fuel. 40 laps worth of fuel should do it. Car parts. Okay. Engine's looking a bit rough, isn't it? Oof. Remember, we are starting Checo from the back of the grid today with his brand new engine components that we purchased. New engine, gearbox and ERS unit.
Green light.
Should have set Valtteri out first. Some absolutely hideous liveries on view this weekend as well. That well, I say some.
Get the tyres ready.
Yep.
I'm talking about the Racing Bulls livery was awful. It was ugly as sin. It's a far cry from the lovely livery that we're running. All right, feedback is starting to trickle in quite nicely. 4 out of 5 for Valtteri. Oh, yellow flag somewhere.
All okay.
Perez is at a spin.
Copy, understood.
Has he
Yellow
damaged the
flag.
car?
Yep.
No, good. I was worried when I saw him rejoining like that he might have damaged his underfloor on the curb. I've seen that more than a few times before. But, what was I going to say just before? Yes, I will be sticking some new content on the channel tomorrow when we're done here tonight. And as soon as it becomes unlocked, I'm going to start recording a playthrough on Jurassic World Evolution 3 on the PS5. So that will be a new series starting very, very soon. Hopefully the first episode or 2 will go live tomorrow. It will be a daily series as we work our way through the campaign on that. Right, let's get some feedback. 4 out of 5 for Perez. There's Valtteri. He's 100. That's what I wanted to see.
Keep the same.
Lovely stuff.
Copy that.
Go on, Checo. You can go 100 as well. Ah! 99. So close. But we should be able to fix that pretty easily. Right, tyres are just around about at the window. "19 laps and they're about 55%, give or take. Battery's tyre wear slightly better. But he is lapping 2 seconds quicker. So he's probably keeping the heat in the tyres a little bit better than Perez is. So I think medium to hard might be our strategy today. Just the one stop. Can't see us running the softs. Just don't think we'll have the pace.
I don't know
Oh, joy
if
throat.
I had a damage.
Oh, god damn it, he has
We'll come
damaged
back
his
to you.
underfloor. I bet he did that at Scari. So, that's one of those 2 spare underfloors gone already. Thank you very much, Checo. That's another half a mil. Got 2 not even 2 races. 1 race weekend and then into practice and in the second weekend and broke his brand new underfloor. Hey, ay, ay. Money is absolutely brutal for us this season.
Tire phase update when you can.
I'm losing a bit the Inter.
Copy, understood.
All right, we haven't been saving fuel, so we're going to be coming in. But they've done a good number of laps. Perez is a lap down. I thought 40 laps would be enough. Obviously not. Going to miss out the last couple of minutes. If I tell him to stay out, he will run out of fuel. But still, 40 laps is good. There's our feedback. Our driver prep is complete. Nice. So we don't even have to run in the next session. Although we will have to if we want to avoid giving back all of our soft tyres. We'll have to go out at least for a couple of laps on the mediums. Evening pack-ins.
Italy.
And we need speed limiter on, and stop on the marks.
Okay, let's have a quick look at what needs to change. Which way is it going to go? I think it needs to go back up there. Too much fuel. There we go. All right, that is second practice done. One more to go, and it'll be a very boring session because we're going to do the least running possible. A lap for Valtteri. He'll go out and come straight back in again just to put a notch on a set of mediums. So we sand back mediums and softs rather than two softs. Otherwise we'll have no tyres for qualifying. And we'll actually do a run with Checo just to make sure that we have gone the right way. Of course he broke his underfloor, didn't he? I forgot about that. Thank you very much, Checo. So that's another 400,000 to 500,000 in building that we're going to have to shell out.
So now we have green light.
There we go. That's Valtteri done.
Confirming your boxing this lap.
Yeah, copy.
Let's see what kind of wear we get with 20 laps of fuel on these tyres. So 15 laps is 50%. So we've got maybe 25 laps on those tyres.
On the car.
Maybe a little more. We went the wrong way, so we can fix that. That's easy
Yes,
enough to
confirmed.
know, and let's just call them in. There we go. So, practice is finished. Just need to make that tweak. There we go. Nope, not reverts. Run plan. Take some fuel out. And that
There's a
is
yellow
now us
flag.
done. As Colapinto has a little spin
Now
at the
we're
chicane.
approaching turn 2. Round they spin.
Let's
In the
carbon
end,
copy what
just
Perez
a
did.
helpless passenger.
Once again, despite we know the inherent weaknesses in parts of that Williams, Sainz is quick. It just shows that the driver plays a huge part in this game. You can have a great car and a rubbish driver, and a rubbish driver, a rubbish car and a great driver. And performance, depending on how rubbish the car is, it could be pretty similar. Driver is hugely influential in the performance. Oh, we got a VSC. Someone's really binned it. No, wait. Someone's broken an underfloor.
Let's
Fourth
take a closer
Galetto.
look. Now this was the Sauber.
You watch his car's just going to stop here.
And wide they go, leaving
Breaks the
racing
underfloor.
line. And they might want to take a look at the floor of the car there, because that won't do it any good.
Yeah, seen that happen a lot. That happened to us with Kimi Antonelli, if you remember. His debut at Italy broke his underfloor, and he had to retire. Especially on this circuit, if you damage your underfloor just a little bit, it's a ticking time bomb, because the Ascari will eventually bite you. There we go, back to green flag for the last 4 minutes or so. And it's Aston who are sitting first and second right now. Means nothing at this stage. It's what they can do in qualifying, which is coming up in just a moment. There we go. So, Sainz with that 3-place penalty, it would seem. No, wait, I'm conflating. I don't know if that is actually a penalty for a collision. That might be part penalties. We've got to slap on some part penalties for Perez, so he's basically going to sit out qualifying. And once Perez hits the track, he'll complete his setup knowledge, and he'll be the 100% as well. So we're looking pretty good. Qualifying is next.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
As we've already seen, Monza is a fast circuit. And it's no wonder the locals call it La Pista Magica, the magic track. For 80% of this lap, the cars are at full throttle, and the engines will need to give it everything they've got here in qualifying.
Now, there's been a bit of talk about Sergio Perez of late. How's he going to be feeling, do you think?
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
So here we are, ready to resume.
Just a little bit of laziness there on Frontier's part that they just plonk. You know, they're talking about Perez, so let's just plonk Perez and Perez's car in Valtteri's Bay rather than filming cutscenes on the other side of the garage. Ah, dear. You just notice these little things. Right. Big time penalties coming up for Checo. Brand new engine. Brand new ERS. Brand new gearbox. And I swear to God, if he breaks these today, I will fire him on the spot and stick Ricardo in the car. Let's put the best bits we have in for Valtteri. We can't afford to give him the full works yet, or even part works yet. So his ERS is getting dangerously low. He's still got a usable gearbox and engine. And we are ready.
Green light.
So Russell going out very early. We're going to sit in the garage for a little while because we don't have a lot of tyres to play about with. 3 sets. Lindblad going out as well. I'm actually going to sneak out behind Lindblad if I can. See if I can get a slip. Maybe I'm a bit too far back. I was thinking maybe I could get a slipstream off the back of him, but wasn't quick enough to react. George is definitely going to set the early pace. Antonelli coming out as well. You hear the crowd cheering. So if that's just because they saw George coming through, or if it was because Antonelli pulled out the garage. I'm guessing it was just they saw George. No cheers for Hamilton in a Ferrari. Hadjar sneaking out behind him. Hadjar and Hamilton might get in George's way at some point on this lap. Antonelli's far enough ahead that he won't be an issue.
We're looking good. Good to go.
Tyres are fired up nicely. That's good to see. It's a 28-0 for George. Felt a little slow through Lesmo 1 there. It's going to be a lot more rubber put down on the track across qualifying. That's Hadjar pulling over. Rear tyres are overheating for Valtteri as he hits the second Lesmo. 26.8. We did a 28.2, so we're matching pace with Lindblad, down a couple of tenths on Russell. It's not too bad. 27.0, down a tenth, down 2 tenths to George. All of our tyres overheating now. Lindblad? Look at Lindblad looking pretty pacey. We're only 3 tenths away.
So remember to respect.
But then,
please.
look at the heat in that rear tyre there, the left rear, and now the right rear. Very hot. Antonelli is flying. He's half a second clear. Woo. Okay, big step forward. So through comes Hamilton. So Williams getting out the way. That'll be Carlos Sainz. It's going to be all about this final sector. He goes second by a tenth. So, based on how far away we were from Russell, it didn't seem like it was a particularly quick lap, and yeah, he's down quite a bit. Leclerc about to start his flying lap. There he goes.
Limiter should be on now.
So stop on the marks.
I wonder what my tyres ended up at. Sainz is going to get a nice little slipstream here from the back of Charles Leclerc. Albon purple in the middle sector, just coming up to Parabolica now. Antonelli gets a little out of the way, but might still have compromised him slightly. Sainz is purple. He's up half a second on Charles Leclerc. They're coming up to the back of Hadjar and Hamilton. Sainz up on Leclerc in the middle section as well. It's not a great lap here for Charles Leclerc. You might hear some banging of fireworks going on in the background. And Sainz goes top. So these tyres are now compromised. A new set is already about a tenth up. We're going to go out and see what we can do to improve, if at all, on this before we do a final run on the second set. We've got Norris coming up to the Parabolica now. Couple of tenths down on Sainz at the moment.
So watch out for the next car. Let's get plenty of brake
And he's good enough for P5. Nearly 3 tenths away. Still no sign of Verstappen. He hasn't left the
So you're
pits
in a
yet.
good position.
Piastri is on his way up to the Ascari chicane. And that's Sonoda on an in-lap behind him. No sign of Alonso. No, neither of the Audis have made it out yet either. Behrman now winding up to start his flying lap. We may possibly get in Piastri's way here. Hopefully it won't compromise our run. Tyres already in the window. Very much in the window. I might take manual control for our final run. Try and bring the tyres in a little bit more gradually
Tyre temps
so
look
they
good.
don't overheat by the end of the lap.
Gap is good. Good to go.
I don't know. I'll think about it. I might just leave it to the AI for me. So, come on, Valtteri. There, the traffic. It's a fair old bit of traffic. I was looking at Norris on the radar. Piastri is, yeah, a lot further back, but he's going very quickly in the middle up to Parabolica now. Piastri goes top. We've got a slight improvement in the first sector. Get past Ocon. We've got an Audi in front now, and we're going to catch him in a really bad spot. Oh, God, that was close. Compromised us slightly. Still improved. Up to the line. Yeah, we lost time in the final sector. Not surprised.
Currently P15.
And the tyre temps.
Mode in, please. Mode in.
Yeah, rear tyres are melting. Look, so front tyres a bit hot as well. I think we might try running manual control.
Bottas coming through now. Got me.
Yeah, watch out Bottas, because Bottas is on his way through. You wouldn't want to get in Bottas's way. Alright, let's see how Max does. Got Leclerc out there for a second lap. Second out lap. Got a yellow flag. Someone having a whoopsie somewhere. Lock up for Lawson at turn 4. That's
Now
the
we're just proceeding through turn 4.
that's the first chicane. No, second chicane.
The wheels just lock up there. Now they did leave it very late.
Right, around the Parabolica. And good enough for P3. 2.5 tenths away. We're now into the drop zone as Alonso goes P16. Hulkenberg's P18. Lawson had that big spin. He's aborted his lap. He's limping. Well, I say limping. He's just cruising back to the pits. Bortoletto on a flyer. Here he comes. Expect us to jump out of the way of him. Or maybe not. No, we're far enough ahead to not be an issue. Oh, Me? Oh, no. Wow. Yeah. We might have compromised
Make sure
him
your
there.
limiter is
25.2 is still good.
Stopping
Maybe he
on
got a
the marks
slipstream
and
from
doing
us.
2P1, please.
So, yeah, Lawson is not a representative time. Not a good lap from Hulkenberg. And not a really good lap for either of the Astons either. Leclerc now currently in 16th place in the danger zone as Hadjar moves... No, Max moves out of the way. More traffic up ahead. It's Norris and Lindblad. Good middle sector for Charles. Still nothing amazing. He's on time, on track at the moment to beat Bortoletto's time. But it's still not great. He doesn't even do that. He goes 10th. Second attempt for Norris as Hamilton leaves the garage. A few cars coming in. Gasly queuing to come out as well. Colapinto's about to start his next lap. He's on his way to Parabolica now. And I'm not going to take manual control, but I am going to see if I can get out behind someone for a slipstream. Up to the line for Lando. He improves up to P5. Waiting on Alonso. Oh, a Williams will do. In fact, there is Alonso. Excellent. So we'll slot out behind him. We got cars slotting in behind us. We have to yield to let Hadjar through, who's on an in lap. Alright, we've got an Alpine coming through. That'll be Gasly. It's just exiting the first chicane now into Curva Grande. And we have a yellow flag. Albon running wide at turn 8. That is,
right, let's have a look here
the exit of...
oh, and they need to be watching those track limits. Well, hopefully not a sign of
not the exit, sorry, the entry to Ascari. Right, we're going to see that Alpine come steaming up to the back of us. Ooh. There he goes.
Bottas.
Yep. Again, getting warned that we're pushing. So Gasly's improving. Now, is Hadjar going to pull over and let us through? Yes, he is, but we're now too far back from Alonso. So unless we have a better lap to catch him up, or if he gets held up somewhere. Oh god, we're giving a monster slipstream to Arvid, I think. Yeah, Arvid and Ocon. Evening, Ruben. Long time no see. So no surprise, Lindblad goes purple in our slipstream there. Oh, he's trying to overtake us. Oh, the cheek. That's pushed us offline, compromised us. And as we were driving defensively, at least now we can get a slipstream at the end of the lap. That might help us. Can we squeeze anything out of this? No, we can't. Just too compromised in the first sector. Driving defensively to keep try and keep Lindblad behind us, and then he overtook us anyway. So we're out. Ocon is out. Gasly is out. Hulkenberg has a chance to get through, and does. Knocks out Ollie Behrman. So it's going to be both Haas drivers out, along with Pierre Gasly, Liam Lawson, and both of our drivers. Perez. Penalties up the wazoo. So that's why we didn't even bother sending him out. But not a particularly great qualifying for us. And Lawson got held up really badly somewhere on his lap because he was still 2 seconds slower than us. Alright, let's see who sticks it on pole. It's Sainz, but he has a penalty. Williams once again, locking out the front row. Then it's Leclerc in third, Russell fourth, Colapinto up in fifth place. Sixth for Piastri, seventh for Verstappen, eighth for Alonso, Antonelli ninth, 10th is Yuki Tsunoda. So some big names out in Q2. Nico Hulkenberg goes out 11th, 12th for Norris, 13th for Bortoletto, 14th for Lindblad, 15th for Hadjar. Hamilton didn't run. So I'm guessing he's starting from the pit lane. Maybe making changes to the setup, or maybe needs to change an engine component. Interesting stuff. Right. Let's head back to HQ. I say HQ.
Well, it won't be long before the drivers hit the track for 53 laps around Monza, in what should be a fast and fantastic race.
Monza has seen some incredible moments in the past. Pierre Gasly's unexpected 2020 victory reminded us of how wonderfully unpredictable this sport can be.
At Monza, the aim is clear. Pure acceleration is what the track demands, and every F1 driver is only too happy to submit. Cars that struggle for downforce elsewhere can really come into their own around this gem of a circuit. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
A shame this series doesn't continue, but modding can be amazing. Absolutely, yes. Modding has breathed a whole new lease of life into this game for me. So, looks like it was down 6 places then for Gasly. 5 places for Sainz. We're looking at the practice results. So he's down 5 places. So that's a second. That's a new engine part, basically. It's 21st for Perez. Hamilton is starting from the pit lane, as I thought. Let's have a look at strategies. This is what we're going to try and pull off. we will be a sitting duck at the end in terms of lack of grip with our tyres, but I just don't think we'll get enough life out of the softs to make that work. So we will go with that for both. Going to slap some extra fuel in. 2 extra laps of fuel so that we can push the fuel. We're going to push everything off the line just to see if we can gain a place. Perez starting from the pit lane. He'll be able to concertina up very quickly because the... we'll catch up very quickly because the concertina ring in the braking zones for the first 2 chicanes. And with that... Did I put extra fuel in both? Yes, I did. We are ready. So, the Italian Grand Prix is next.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Everyone in the paddock seems to be talking about the Mercedes driver today.
9th is a fairly good grid position. If they make the right calls, they could well score some points.
And the time has come. Let's go racing.
Yes, let's.
Here we are at the oldest circuit in Europe for this, the Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we
See
go.
the marshal at the back there keeping an eagle eye out for Red Bull mechanics. Oh, we're not starting from the pit lane, are we? We're it's Hamilton's on his own from the pit lane. Ah, there we go. That's Behrman. He's damaged his underfloor. So Behrman is now a ticking time bomb of a pending retirement. Leclerc has damage to his car as well. If that's his underfloor, then he also is a ticking time bomb.
You're doing a good job.
And Valtteri is up into P17. Excellent stuff. Right, let's calm his tyres down quickly.
We need to do the full management on this set. Yeah, copy. Charge.
Oh, God, they're melting already.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
Copy.
And charge button on, charge button on.
Copy.
Oh, they are melting.
Just cool your tyres. Oh, yeah, copy.
Copy.
DRS enable.
At this point,
Okay, next car in front is Gasly.
we're going to have to really cool them down, or else they're going to start to burn up like crazy. This means we're going to start dropping back in the braking zones as we go 3 wide into the opening chicane. Oh, it's scary.
Copy.
And we get jumped by both cars because our cornering pace with our tyres like this is not good. But I need to stop them from overheating. They're still going up in temperature as Valtteri's going to have a look at the inside. Has the slipstream. Can he shut the door? No, he can't. And still the tyre temps are going up. My God.
Correct.
Remember, long way to go in this race.
Perez might have a cheeky look at Gasly. Sorry, the back of Valtteri. Doesn't. He's getting Gasly's slipstream. Slots back in, and now he's actually at risk because Lawson's got the slipstream. And then we see Perez just chops him up. Shuts the door on him.
A long way to go.
Still keeping our battery, or what we haven't used yet, in reserve. Don't need to use it yet. Yeah, tyres are still way too hot. Dirty air here is compounding the issue. As we get past Behrman, Behrman has slipstream, we have the inside line. Behrman also has probably a more aggressive tyre pace as well.
Try. Do your best.
But he's out of DRS range, so we might get him into Ascari. Oh, a bit far back. Still too high. Oh, look at that. Around the outside. Liam Lawson puts the moves on Sergio Perez.
Race is long. Behind you is Hamilton.
So let's take it really easy.
And looks like Hamilton's going to get through as well. Now we have the slipstream. But that Ferrari's flying.
Continue, keep going.
Tyres still hot. And Lawson now having to take to the gravel.
And you are doing a really
Finally,
good job.
Valtteri's tyre temps are starting to come down.
And in front we have Hamilton.
Okay for mode push. Copy.
Use DRS.
Copy.
I'd be amazed if anybody puts on softs. Unless they're doing it as part of a two-stop to hard tyres or another set of mediums. I can't see anyone going soft, medium, soft, or soft, soft, medium, or in this case, medium, soft, soft. I just, with the temperatures the way they are, and the fact that our tyres are still screaming at us in the lowest push level like this. Yeah, our tyre cooling is not as good as the rest of the grids, but even so, the dirty air is going to be hurting people like crazy. Oh, sounds like somebody had a whoopsie. There's a big cheer going up. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Russell has broken away. Look, he's nearly 3.5 seconds clear of Piastri at the front. And we've dropped Lawson. Just about clinging on to Behrman. Might actually have just lost the DRS. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, Valtteri lost the DRS, so he's going to be vulnerable to Lewis. And if we can drop Lawson, that would be good. Leave him behind. But he's pushing hard to get back in range. He's just going to miss out on the DRS, but it'll still be close enough, I think, to get some kind of slipstream off us. And Hamilton's going to make easy work of Valtteri here. His tyres finally are down to slightly more manageable temperatures. Valtteri goes very defensive. and then stamps on the power. Perez might have a little look. I don't think he's close enough, really. I really want to increase the tyre push, but I just can't. They're melting too fast. That's it. No more battery.
Charge on.
Charge on.
In Farah, not a good sporting day for me yesterday, or you. Starting to get a little concerned. Oh, Norris drops a couple of places there. Gets back ahead of Verstappen. Max is going to win the championship. Maybe. I mean, I did say a few days ago, can't count him out. You've only got to look at what happened in 2007. It might well happen again.
Close from behind with DRS.
Okay, copy.
Look at this. Even with ultimate saving on the tyres, they're still barely above the line. The predicted wear rate, because they're just so damn hot. I am very curious as to when we're going to see the first pit stops happen. Just need a touch more clean air. We're almost there. Hadjar gets past Gasly. Bottas still keeping Lewis at bay. Just about. Engine temps are getting pretty high as well. You're going to have
Happy with the tyre use.
calm those down. That might help actually calm the tyre temps down a bit as well.
And we need to increase lift off.
Copy.
We'll burn the rest of the fuel when we get some clear air. Hamilton's going to have a look into Parabolica. No, he's too far back. Valtteri shuts the door. That's compromised Hamilton's exit. It means Perez will get a slipstream. That'll help him defend against Lawson, who does have DRS.
Yeah, coming.
Valtteri again shutting the door. And tyres finally have cooled down enough that I can up the pace slightly.
Okay to push harder through 6 and 7 if you can.
And tires are good to push.
Someone's got a fault. It's Arvid.
And as far as we can tell,
Running in
they've got a
P14.
fault with the car.
Has an unknown issue. Still, we're keeping Hamilton behind. This is slowing us down a little bit because we're driving defensively into the braking zones. But I'm okay with that.
Hamilton has DRS. Yeah, copy.
Again, Lawson's going to have a look at Perez. Might get him. We again keep Hamilton behind. Perez side by side. Did he complete the defence? Yes, he did. Good lad.
And tyre phase update when you can.
Yeah. They're holding on.
And we've almost got ourselves in range of Behrman now. I do think we are going to see some pit stops soon now. As Perez's tyres start melting
tyres?
again.
Not too bad.
Copy.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Yeah, copy.
And there we go. Valtteri's into the slipstream of Ollie Behrman. This time Hamilton gets alongside into the chicane. Can we keep him back? No, he's going to get us on the exit here.
Car behind is now Hamilton.
Oh, actually. We outdrive him round the corner.
Doing a
Good
great
stuff.
job.
Well played, Valtteri.
Let's have a look at that. Now this was Valtteri Bottas.
So we actually see him just suddenly start
the
to get
opening.
better drive through the middle of Curva Grande there.
And now Bottas moves up the field.
And that should put him back in peak confidence, I think. Oh, almost. Almost. We have lost touch with Behrman, though.
Yeah.
And boost.
And there we go. First stops. Lindblad and Ocon both coming in.
Yeah, copy.
This is going to be battle of the pit crews. Hard tyres. And hard tyres. Both cars on hards. After just 11 laps. We're starting to build up a nice little bit of reserve on our tyres.
And try to cool down the tires as much as possible.
Still, we keep Hamilton behind.
Copy.
And Perez is doing a good job keeping Lawson behind him as well.
Mode push. Copy.
So we can close up to Ollie.
He does have DRS on you.
I think Sainz just got past Hulkenberg. Russell now nearly 5 seconds clear of Piastri. Albon's dropped back a little bit. Norris and Alonso fighting over 4th place. They are very close. Leclerc down to 7th place. Antonelli's got damage. Has he damaged his underfloor? So we've got 3 cars now, potentially. We definitely know Behrman's damaged his underfloor. I think Leclerc and Antonelli have done the same as well. 3 cars then potentially on a ticking time bomb. Just going wide of the Ascari will ruin their car and force them out. And I have not been able to catch up.
Charge on.
Copy.
And that's Bortoletto into the pits. First of the Audi drivers to break cover. Oh, he's going soft this early. Wow. Yeah, he's not going to be out there very long at all. See, so he's boxed at the start of lap 14. Let's see how many laps he gets it. Oh, God. Ocon going for an overtake, had to abort. Still manages to get alongside, but can't get the move done. He would have got that move done if Bortoletto hadn't come out the pits at that exact moment. Hamilton's dropping away. I think his tyres are wearing out now. He's been stuck behind us for so long. Bortoletto runs wide.
Now this was the Sauber. And nearly, just running wide.
Got to be careful
Fighting with the
bouncing
car
over those
just a
sausage
little
curves.
perhaps.
That's another great way to damage your underfloor. So the fact that the AI is munching its tyres gives us a really good opportunity to get a good result today. Hamilton's in. Seen him dropping back the last lap or two. He's obviously cooked off those tyres. What's he going on to? Another set of mediums. So to me that says medium, medium, hard. I am going to try and one-stop this. I'm going to have no pace at the end. But my hope is that anyone who does come out close behind us is going to get held up for a bit. Lindblad and Ocon fighting. Oh, they're 3 wide, or trying to go 3 wide into the chicane. And Lindblad holds the place. Ocon happened to stick behind him again. Bortoletto chomping away at the back, and this is not doing his soft tyres any favours whatsoever. So let's take a look at lap times. 124s, we're doing 125.5s. We're matching Behrman. We're quicker than Hadjar and Gasly. Behrman's going to start matching them on pace in a moment because he's coming up to the back of them. We should hopefully start to reel them in a bit now. And having said that, Hadjar might be on a quicker lap this lap. He's closed the gap to Colapinto. Lawson's still stuck behind Perez. And now we can start to up the pace on the tyres a little bit.
If you can.
You can push.
Mechanical issue for Antonelli to go along with his potentially damaged
Looks
underfloor.
like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Something's probably getting cooked inside that engine bay. Stuck behind Norris as he is. Max got through. And Norris has dropped back. So Alonso still holding on to fourth. Albon with a fault now as well.
There's some pretty aggressive misfires there.
Engine issues, it would seem. Still running very well in P3 at the moment.
Increase lift and coast, please.
Yeah, copy.
And Norris is in. Sainz with an issue as well now. So both Williams starting to suffer.
A lot of clipping.
Hard tyres going off for Norris. It's too early for a one stop, so he's stopping again. He's going to come out behind both of our cars. So now we get to see how well we can hold him up. In fact, if he's not careful, he might end up coming out behind Bortoletto here. Lindblad sets a new fastest lap. Lindblad gets through. Perez is overtaken at last.
Car behind is Norris.
All right, well, let's use this opportunity to refill the last bit of the battery.
And charge button
Lawson's not going to be out there for too much longer, I don't think. And the longer we can go on these, the more aggressive we can be with the hards. But if we go too long, our pace is just not going to be where it needs to be. All right, Piastri and Alonso both into the pits. Hard tyres for Piastri. Leclerc's coming in as well. And Hadjar. Hards for Alonso. Didn't see what Leclerc put on. I think he was going hards as well. Yes, he did. Looks like mediums on Hadjar.
energies are good.
Okay, copy.
Oh no, hard tyres. But Leclerc is going to come out just ahead of his teammate, but behind Bortoletto. Howard's going to get ahead of Hadjar. Our pit windows open up next lap, but we're going to keep going. That battery is full now.
Charge button on.
Yeah, copy.
We still haven't caught Behrman, who is all over the back of Gasly. And Lawson's breaking away to get onto Piastri. Albon's in. He's going hard tyres. He might be able to take those to the end, but I'm still not convinced anyone who's stopped yet is going to be able to go the distance on those new hard tyres.
Tires are ready.
Okay, copy.
And we need to increase lift and coast by 30%.
The battery is now closing back in again. Let's get nice and close.
Mode push. Copy.
Especially with Piastri breathing down my neck now.
What about tyres?
Starting to slide a bit.
Pace is still good though. Low 125s.
You should be mode charge.
Copy that.
Charge on.
Copy.
Sainz into the pits now. As Piastri has a little look at the inside. We shot that down. Colapinto coming in as well. Behrman stays out. Lawson's into the pits.
He has DRS.
And here's our opportunity.
Yeah, copy.
If I can find my mouse. There we go. Can we get this move done? On the exit of Curva Grande. No, we can't.
Charge on, please.
We can keep Piastri behind us, though.
This is getting frustrating.
Just do your best.
It's all good, Valtteri. You're doing a fantastic job.
The tyre guys believe that we can increase pace in turn 12 a little
Right,
bit.
so Nico's in.
And we need to increase pushing status.
Oh, mechanical issue for Behrman.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Hard times going on. We have a little look. Charles Leclerc sets the new fastest lap.
Charge on. Copy.
Alonso trying to find his way past Lindblad. So he has managed to get ahead of Albon. He was about 4 or 5 seconds behind him before the pit stops. I've lost touch with Behrman. Is Piastri going to have a look? He's going to have a look, but he's not going to make the move. Yuki into the pits. He's going to come out behind us. George still lapping very well, and he's 15 seconds clear as Behrman and Gasly dive in as well. Now we're into one-stop strategy territory. It's hard for Gasly. Parts for Behrman. Still, Oscar is being frustrated behind us. Doing to him what we did to Lewis with Checo and with Valtteri for that matter. And we've still got another few laps in our tyres yet. Pace is still okay. 125.5 for Valtteri. 126 for Perez. He's coming under some pressure from Alonso now. I think he might struggle a little bit more. Russell boxes from the lead. And he can take those to the end. As Piastri finally gets through on Valtteri. Looked like it was a pretty quick stop there for George.
Charge on.
Max goes through into the lead. Antonelli will get through as well. But Piastri is going to be a long way back. There is Piastri just there. And Piastri hasn't. Piastri has stopped, but may well have to stop again, given how long he spent in our dirty air. Bortoletto's in for his second stop, so he stopped lap 14. And well, at the start of lap 14, he's now boxing on the start of lap 23. So he did 9 laps. Alonso gets through.
I cannot keep this pace.
Race is long.
And Piastri's gone. He's just left us for dead. No surprise there.
Copy.
Oh, Antonelli's fault gets worse.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some...
He still needs to stop, as does Verstappen. And Antonelli is in. As Perez has cars swarming all over the back of him. Albon's fault gets worse as well.
I had a mischief.
Stuck in our dirty air. Piastri goes through with the new fastest lap. And Perez has kept everybody behind him. Antonelli's going to join into this queue of traffic. By staying out like this and defending really well, we are ruining people's strategies. Leclerc jumps Antonelli on the exit of the chicane. $125.9 for Valtteri, 126.6 because he's driving very defensively. We're going to go one more lap with Perez. Let's bring him in at the end of the next lap.
Box now. Box.
We'll go an extra lap on top of that with Valtteri, I think. I could try and box him on the same lap. Can we hold him off? Can we hold him off? Don't think we can. Max is in. Hard tyres. He'll be good to the end. Alonso gets through on Valtteri.
Okay, let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
Oh, we did. We did hold him back, and Albon has jumped him, although now he's out of the slipstream. Look at him queuing up here behind Checo, trying to find a way through. Here's a lunge up the inside. Valtteri has that covered. And Checo is in this lap. So let's bring Valtteri in next lap. I could stop him on the same lap, but I just don't want to take the risk of a bad stop for Valtteri. Lindblad gets through, but that will give Perez some DRS as he runs out the last bit of the lap. Battery is full, ready for his new set of tyres. Look at it's like the half the grid is sat in our exhaust fumes here.
Okay, copy.
Look at them all. They're tripping over each other. And Alonso's going to go around the outside of Norris here. Leclerc's going to try and slipstream his way through as well. As into the pits comes Perez. It's going to drop him way to the back of the grid. But we're going to the end. And a lot of those cars in front of us are going to have to stop again. No, no, no! Lost 2 seconds.
Thank you for that, guys.
Sorry about that. Track
And,
clear.
very snarky there. Here's Sergio Perez. He has every right to be. He's driven his backside off. Right, Valtteri's going to box this lap. He's about to get overtaken.
28 laps to go.
Oh, yellow flag. Is this going to be a VSC? No. Somebody running wide. Behrman.
No lead.
So this is what happened.
He's
Now, this
he's
is
walking
turn
a
6.
tightrope. He's got damage to that underfloor.
They just can't keep on the track.
Doing things
And
like
they'll
that.
Find themselves at a disadvantage
He's
if
just
they keep on
asking for his
doing
car
that.
to just go, fuck it. And just stop. Hey, don't be dissing my pit crew. Hard-working fellas. Yuki Tsunoda sets the fastest lap as he is unleashed now that Valtteri is out of the way. .4 second stop. That's better, but it's still too slow for points, I think. It's going to be tight with Bortoletto. I think he's going to get us. It's going to be very tight. You can just see Perez there in the background. We do get out in front of him. So we are going to the end.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
Problems now for Norris.
And reminder, some lift and coast.
Copy.
This is where we find out these tyres won't actually stay fired up.
He does have DRS on you.
Really hope that's not going to be the case. Banked on this strategy. They were fine in practice. How I won the pit trophy in one season, you'll never know. It's because I'm awesome. Alright, so Perez's tyres now pretty much up to temperature.
Behind you have Perez.
Happy
Long way to go.
in some respects to let Bortoletto try and get in front, because it means if he does, I can heat my tyres up faster. If he doesn't, I get a defensive boost. And there I got an overtake boost.
He has DRS.
There we go, tyres finally up to temperature. So let's turn the tyres down. Let's turn the
Take
battery
out
off
the
because
tyres.
that's now depleted.
Got it.
And charge button on, charge button on.
Copy.
And Hamilton's in for his second stop.
The reminder on your eyes.
And he's going to be stuck behind us again. Another set of hard tyres. Valtteri's already gone through. There he is, sparking off in the distance. And there goes Perez.
Go mode push. Got it.
All right, let's break away now, please, Valtteri. I don't think he's going to, but it would have been nice. Tyres
Tyre
into the
temps.
window at last.
Copy.
Perez's tyres seem to be holding.
Copy.
New fastest lap for Max. 121.2. Not even going to try and compete for that. I can't drop Bortoletto.
No management required.
Excellent defending again. He's going to try and go around the outside. We should shut him down. He might get us. He might get us. He has. All right, well, we'll get him back in a second.
I really struggled, just couldn't go any faster.
Do your best. Car behind is Perez. Gap behind 5.3. We need to do more lift and coast. Please increase by 10%.
Copy.
Mode to push, please.
Copy.
Oh, Max and Alonso scrapping over third place. Russell leads after 30 laps by 9.5 seconds from Oscar, who may have to stop again. George could go to the end. Not sure about Alonso and Max, if they can go to the end or not. We did not get the move done.
Charge on.
Copy.
Bortoletto absolutely pushing like crazy to get past us. Hamilton pushing hard to close up to the back of Perez. We still have 22 laps to go, including this one. Gasly gets past Ocon. And look at them all, they're still all bunched together behind Norris. That's down to us, holding everybody up. So, we are close enough that when a chunk of those guys dive into the pits, they will come out behind us, and then we just have to try and defend like crazy.
So mode push.
Let's see if I can get the jump on Bortoletto into the chicane. Gap is coming down to the cars in front. We're not close enough again, so once again we'll go into top up. Stay behind him, let him do the hard work, and we'll reap the benefits. Chaotic this is in the midfield. Just so many cars just swapping places because we bunched them all together.
Just do your best. Get those tyres temperatures down.
Okay.
Cool your tyres.
Copy.
At this rate, Hamilton might need to stop again. He's now into DRS range of Checo. But if he cooks his tyres behind Checo for multiple laps, it might force him to make yet another stop. Or he might just breeze through. Again, he's got more pace than us, so if that allows Perez to close up a bit,
Continue, keep going.
fair enough. But he's still there. He's still fighting away. And Hamilton finally gets through.
Charge button on.
It's steal a bit of battery out the back of him. And danger getting dropped.
If you are able to increase pace, it would be a good time to do it.
Yeah, we just got dropped. Perez has been dropped as well. Damn.
Charge button on, please.
Hamilton's really pushing.
Yep. Remember, long way to go in this race.
There is. There's 20 laps left. Colapinto and Antonelli's wobbling over P12 and P13. Lawson just watching in the background, eyeing up a move. And then there's Gasly and Hadjar right there. And then it's only another second and a half to the two Haas drivers. And we're only 6 seconds or so behind Behrman. Two Williams drivers look like they're about to go to war over the final points as it's not looking good for Albon's engine.
This focus is a long race. Might need to pick up the pace a little bit.
And they have caught Nico Hulkenberg. Evening, Johnny.
Road push.
Copy.
Use the energy.
Okay, copy.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy.
Oh, now Norris is in trouble.
What's wrong with my pack?
His ERS is dying. And there we go. That's the first of the second round of stops.
Okay, let's
He
get
will
on
come
it.
out behind
Still
Valtteri and
play for.
probably behind Checo as well. Not a guarantee. One pushing Checo. Now he's going soft. So he's going to have to stop again. They will not go the distance. So that's another stop scheduled still for Lindblad. There he is. He is going to get out just in front of Perez, but Perez is going to be right on the brakes here.
And you are doing a good job on tires. Keep it like this.
Oh, it's close. It's close.
Copy.
Continue like this.
And he gets ahead just.
And charge button on, please.
Yeah, copy.
18th or higher is the target for both of our drivers today. Feeding brave. Starting to regret it a little with Perez. I thought with a brand new everything in his engine bay, he'd be a little bit quicker than he has been. But then he has been out of DRS range for a very long time now.
And we need some lift off.
Okay.
There goes Ocon into the pits. He will come out behind Perez.
Copy.
We're happy with time management.
Tyres is Ocon going on to. He's about to get lapped by George. He's on soft tyres. He might well have to stop again. He might be able to take them the distance. But he's going to be a lap down, which will actually help him. Might have to take the tyres quite so far. Lindblad gets through. We'll try and hang with him as long as we can. Valtteri still can't make a move on Bortoleto because Bortoleto is getting a slipstream of his own.
Behind is Ocon.
Go back to doing lifting coast now.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Look at them all.
Car ahead is Gasly.
Antonelli and Behrman switching places.
A long way to go.
Ah, Bortoleto goes to the gravel and we sneak on through. And now we've got a chance on Antonelli.
We're currently P17.
And we get Antonelli. Evening, Wayne. He's still there, but we have
Doing a great
the
job.
slipstream.
Car ahead is
And we've got
Gasly.
the move done. Valtteri now is on fire. It's like the old NBA Jam game. He's on fire.
What about tyres?
Still okay.
Mode push.
Gasly might lose DRS here. He goes a little defensive into Parabolica. I think he's dropped it, so we've got a chance to get Gasly now. It's a lock-up for Nico.
Let's see what happened there. Now this was at turn 1.
Under pressure from Carlos Sainz.
The brakes
And he
couldn't
just cooks
cope.
it.
They took a gamble and it was just too late.
Oh, that's rough bouncing over those curves. Can we get past Pierre Gasly? Side by side through the chicane, put the power down on the exit.
Next one is going to be Gasly.
Ah, he chops us. Swing out wide, have a look. No, he's still blocking. It's going to top up. Let's just give him a little bit more tyre again. At 40 of 53,
We don't need
George
to worry
has
about
now
management on
lapped.
these tyres, just pushing.
Esteban Ocon, who now cannot use the pace in those soft tyres. He's stuck to George's pace. Perez is just not doing well. No pace in Perez at the moment, which is a little concerning.
Car in front, Gasly.
So that pack is starting to thin out a little bit now. Really disappointed in this pace here. It's just not quick enough. 1:23.1. As Bottas is having a little look, just a little teasing look at the Gasly there. Behrman's now past Colapinto. Hamilton's closing in as well. He's been staring at the back of Valtteri for a good old chunk of this Grand Prix already. He's not going to want to have to do that again. Might not have a choice though. Got a slipstream here. Just drifted behind Gasly. We had a chance then. Side by side down the main straight. We're not in the slipstream, so we have to check back into it.
Hamilton has DRS. We are P16. Hamilton right behind you.
12 laps to go, and this looks like it's going to be Russell's to lose. He's very comfortable here at the moment.
No worries, mate.
I'm still expecting to see more pit stops.
Hamilton has DRS. Yes.
Just couldn't quite get Gasly on the run through Ascari there. Starting to cook the tyres a little bit again.
He's got Hamilton just behind you. Do your best. Just do your best.
They're all starting to queue up behind us again. Pace of this pack is slowed behind Behrman, and we have a yellow flag. That is Hadjar locking up at the chicane.
Right, so this was the fourth corner. And there's the lockup. They were just unable to do much about it.
Clatters over the sausage curbs. Luckily for him, he hasn't damaged his car.
From tyre point of view, we don't think lift and coast is necessary.
We need to start trying to push forward now. We're just stuck at the moment.
Car behind is Hamilton. No management on the tyres required.
Gasly going really defensive there to stop Valtteri diving up the inside through the entrance to Parabolica. Right, we've got to run on him into the chicane. Can we get him under braking? Somebody locked up. It was Hamilton.
Right then, you can take a look now. Now we're with Lewis Hamilton.
I could hear that all the way down here. Looks like he managed to, yeah, just locked his fronts a little bit, but he managed to get away with that. Didn't do too much damage to his tyres with that lockup. Didn't cost him any time or position. Come on, Valtteri. The battery left. But Gasly is now out of DRS range.
Remember, long way to go in this race. Charge on. Copy.
So, theoretically, should be a little easier to pick off.
And we need to increase lift and coast by 30%. All good.
All right, Perez is closing back up on this field again.
Copy.
Now that everyone else's pace is really starting to drop. And I'm now getting less confident vibes about other stops. I don't know, maybe we might see a couple of late stops.
This focuses on long race.
But I'm getting a little concerned now. All right, here comes Perez. Let's put him on the attack.
Copy.
Oh, that could be it for Albon.
Oh, deployment is bad.
No, it's not. It's a separate issue. It's still not good for him, but it's not a retirement. Piastri picks up an issue. It's a long way ahead. It's not going to have any bearing on our race.
The vibration's quite bad now.
Sounds like gearbox issues. Gasly's closed right back up on Colapinto again, and we're still stuck behind him.
Charge on. Copy.
But Colapinto has been dropped, so Gasly might make the move on his teammate. He failed. Gives us a chance to get a nice little window of an opportunity here.
Okay, let's get on it. Still everything to play for.
Oh, come on, come on.
A reminder on DRS.
Battery. Fuel.
Charge button
Tyres
on,
are
charge
overheating.
button on.
Yeah, copy.
And Lindblad's in the pits. There we go.
Try to look after the tires.
Knew he'd have to stop again because of those softs. Russell crosses the line with Ocon in tow. They're getting dangerously close to the back of Perez now.
Cool your tyres.
Right, there we go. We get past Gasly. No, it's Colapinto. Gasly's already gone through.
Keep going.
Charge on.
Copy.
George is less than 6 seconds behind us. There he is. I still need 2 more places with Perez if we're going to beat his sponsor objective.
Has DRS.
We're more than comfortable here with Valtteri.
Continue like this.
got a chance to jump Antonelli here.
And more energy available.
Okay.
And try to increase pushing status.
Charge on.
Copy.
You can save less.
Side by side, and we've got the move. I haven't got it nailed.
Entire phase.
Antonelli's going to get the DRS as well. The Colapinto's in. There we go. So there are still a couple of stops. We've got a crash in sector 1. Please don't be Valtteri.
So they are still.
It's not. It's Albon and Hulkenberg. Wing damage there for Albon. I'm not sure about Hulkenberg. That's probably going to be a racing incident. Hulkenberg's got major wing damage.
Car ahead is Gasly.
Lindblad sets a new fastest lap. Oh, I'm getting blue flagged. No, 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 no.
All right, let's concentrate. Behind we have.
God damn it. Oh, Albon got a penalty. And we've got past Gasly. And now we're going to make a move on Lawson.
Mode push.
Charge button on.
Copy.
You've got the pace. You can do this.
Oh, I can't believe we got blue flagged. Got to keep Ocon behind us now. And I've still got to get ahead of Antonelli, and I've now got one less lap
Charge button on.
to make sure I get 18th.
Copy, mate.
This is going to be a
6
tricky
laps to go.
job here as far as Perez goes. Valtteri is cruising to success at the moment.
I can't go faster.
Pick the pace back up. We don't think we need any lift and coast.
Charge button on.
Copy.
Come on, get this move done. Good lads.
Let's get after these cars in front.
Got the elbows out and gave Lawson a little bit of a taste of the curbs as well.
Excellent work. P30.
We've dropped off the back of Antonelli because we're under pressure from behind. From Ocon. I'm going to have 4 laps to go across the line.
5 laps to go. At the
4
end of
laps
this
for Perez. It's 5 for
one.
Valtteri.
Need to do more lift and coast. Please increase by 10%.
Perez is closing back in. Can he hold off? Yes, he can. Ocon takes a trip into the gravel. That's going to drop him back a little bit. Valtteri is now 2 seconds free and clear. Fantastic stuff. Let's go into top up. Let's calm those tyres down.
Charge on.
So P13 for Valtteri. This is the all-important overtake. And that could be it for Albon. Yeah, there we go. His engine's gone.
Stopping.
So he's not going to be able to serve his penalty, which means that'll get carried across to the next race.
Car behind is Ocon. Ocon behind 1.1.
Perez gets past Antonelli. Antonelli over the curb. Did not break his underfloor. Ocon gets through as well.
And charge button on, charge on. One car stop outside of the track.
Lawson's in the pits again.
We should slow down.
Did Albon actually make it back to the pits? Yes, he did. And with Lawson into the pits, that makes it much, much easier now for Perez. That with Albon's retirement as well. P16, we can afford to get overtaken by Ocon, although I'd rather we didn't. P12 for Valtteri. And he was very quick on that last lap. Is he going to be quick enough? Let's give him some extra tyre and hope that we can maybe,
let's go for it.
just maybe, catch up to Behrman and Hadjar and get in the points. Hamilton gets past Bortoletto. He's up to P14 now. And they've been lapped by George. .126 for Hulkenberg. It's a 123, so we can catch Hulkenberg this lap on that pace. There he is.
You are currently P12. The car in front of you is Nico.
I think if we can keep this pace up, we might be able to sneak a point. Or at least challenge for a point.
Is Gasly.
This is going to be tight. It's going to be very tight.
Car in front is Nico.
Got 2.5 laps left for Valtteri. Let's just give him everything. Oh, it's a puncture. Hulkenberg's gone. That's P11 with 3.5 seconds away from getting a point.
Maybe, I don't know, they have a puncture.
All right, everything you've got with the tyres now, Valtteri. There they are, in front of us. We took over half a second out of him in the middle sector alone. Perez gets past Hulkenberg now, so Perez is safe now in P15.
1 lap to go at the end of this one. Dropping.
It's the penultimate lap. George has just crossed the line. It's Perez's final lap, so we'll give him everything. Hulkenberg hits the pits. Eventually. Hey, see, look, that tyre absolutely gone. The other one's not looking pretty clever either. Back to Valtteri. Oh, we might be in DRS range. No, we're just short of it. Just shy of DRS range. We're close enough to get a slipstream though. Fault for Ocon.
And as far as we can tell,
He's got a puncture as well.
With the car.
I didn't think he could go the distance on those softs. I was amazed he hadn't stopped.
Mode push, please. Mode push. Copy.
Can we get a point? Come on. Come on, Valtteri.
starting the last time lap.
Copy.
Up the inside of Behrman. He goes over the grass. And that's it. His car's gone. He broke his underfloor.
Flag.
I said he was on a ticking time bomb. He damaged his underfloor lap 1. He's just killed it.
So let's take a look at the replay. Now we're watching the action closely here.
We push him wide. He goes over the curb and breaks his underfloor. And if it cuts to the back camera,
And that's 10th
no, it
place
doesn't.
and up into the points.
But he just slowly pulled off to the side and stopped. Behrman is out. We have a point. Can we make it 2? There he is, parked up.
Game over.
It is game over for you, son. I was warning that could happen. Right, can we get Isaac? Everything you got now, Valtteri. Everything you got. Come on.
Remember, a long way to go in this race.
Come on.
We need to reduce K1 usage.
I'm out of battery. Can I hold him off? No.
Okay, that's good.
Ah, gutted. We almost managed to get another point. But we got a point at Monza. Fantastic.
And what a moment for Yuki Tsunoda, who gets to celebrate a fantastic drive.
An outstanding performance today to have made the top 10. Not many would have expected this from the team, to be honest.
Well, they've been waiting for this, haven't they? And it's only right that they make the most of it.
Screw Yuki. Where's the celebration showing
Up
of
he goes.
me getting a point?
Russell joining the podium lineup after a memorable Grand Prix.
Win number 5 is in the bag. They pulled out all the stops, pushing hard to earn that victory.
And that, right there, is a picture-perfect end to this weekend in Monza. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And with that, our time in Italy is done for another year.
Now, the teams will be looking ahead to Imola, where the season progresses with the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Get ready for some fierce competition.
So, confirmation of the final result. It is another win for George this season. That now, I think, surely is his 5th win of the season. Oscar takes 2nd, Max up to 3rd. And with Leclerc struggling, that's going to make things very interesting in the standings. Yuki Tsunoda and Fernando Alonso coming home 4th and 5th. Alonso just ahead of his teammate there. Norris is 6th, 7th for Sainz, 8th for Charles Leclerc, 9th for Isaac Hadjar. Valtteri getting a point, almost getting 2 points. Just ran out of battery at the last moment and couldn't make it stick. 11th place is the classification for Ollie Behrman. Everyone else had been lapped, so his retirement still will count as 11th in the standings, but will also count as a DNF for sponsors if that's a thing for the AI, which I don't think it is. Gasly takes 12th place. Hamilton, in the end, finishes 13th, aided by a couple of retirements, but starting from the pit lane, and with our drivers making themselves very wide, it was always going to be very tricky for him to get up into the points today. Bortoletto in 14th, Perez up 6 places for 15th. That secures his his sponsor obligations, and we've got the penalties out of the way for running a brand new powertrain as well. Arvid is 16th, Antonelli 17th. All sorts of issues with his car. 18th for Colapinto, down 14 places with those 3 stops. Or was it 4 stops that he made in the end? Liam Lawson, 19th, 20th for Esteban Ocon, 21st for Nico Hulkenberg. Just the one retirement apart from Behrman, and that was Alex Albon, whose engine exploded in very spectacular fashion. So let's see what that's done to the driver's standings. George is top, and he's now 46 points clear. He's on 246, Max on to 200 points, and Leclerc is losing ground to Max now, let alone to George. Just 4 points today from Charles Leclerc, who was looking like a real threat to George earlier in the season. He's now 59 points. No, sorry, 61 points behind George Russell. Oscar in 4th place is now just 8 points behind Leclerc, picking up 18 today. Lando in 5th has 143. No points for Kimi Antonelli. He stays on 135. Those two were tied, but Lando now establishing that 8-point lead. Sainz in 7th is up to 119 points now, ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Again, those two were tied. No points for Hamilton means Sainz gets to extend the gap to 6 points. Alonso gets himself up to 112. He's now just 1 point behind his long-time former teammate. And Albon still has 10th place despite failing to finish today. Coming under pressure, though, from Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki now up to 64 points in 11th place, just 6th behind Albon now. Gasly has 53 points, no points for him today. Isaac Hadjar picks up a couple of points, which he desperately needs. He's not had a great season at Red Bull so far, but picks up another couple today. Valtteri picks up another point for us, so he's up to 19 points now. And it's Nico Hulkenberg with 15 points in 15th place. Then it's Lawson and Colapinto, both tied on 4 points. Ocon and Perez and Behrman all tied on 3 points. Bortoletto has a point in 21st. And at the bottom of the standings, Arvid Lindblad, still the only driver yet to score. In the constructors' standings, 381 points for Mercedes. They have a very healthy 61-point lead over McLaren. They're on 320 points, despite them outscoring Mercedes by a point today. Ferrari, just 4 points for them, means they're still losing ground in this competition as well. They're on 298, but they are clear comfortably at the moment from Red Bull. A few more races like that, though, and that might not be the case in the future. 226 for Red Bull. They are 72 points behind. Then it's Williams with 189 points. Big points for Aston today, 22 points earned. They're on 176 now. Alpine have 57. We are on 22 points now in 8th place, 6 points clear of Audi. Then it's Haas with 6 points, and 11th place, 4 points for Racing Bulls. Let's see, did we manage to sneak into the top 10 for the pit stops? I don't think we did. No, we did not. Slowest stop was a 2.38. Our best stop was a 2.42. So, did not get close enough. Not too far away, but no points for us today. It's McLaren who got the quickest stop. Aston takes 2nd. 3rd for Ferrari. 4th and 5th for Red Bull. Mercedes in 6th. Audi taking 7th and 8th. Haas 9th, 10th for Racing Bulls. So the standings now look like this. McLaren top and stretching their lead by another 3 points. They are now 57 points clear of Red Bull in 2nd. Ferrari 3rd have 190 points. They are a long way off now. Mercedes in 4th place have 174. Lost a little bit of ground to Ferrari today, but still easily in striking distance, and just 7 points ahead of Racing Bulls on 167. Alpine have 121 points. Nothing scored today. Audi closing the gap. They're on 92 points. And just 4 points behind them is Aston Martin. They got a nice 18-point haul today. No points for us either. We stay 9th with 33 points. Haas closing the gap by 2. They're now just 6 points behind us on 27th. And Williams still with 20 in 11th. both drivers achieved their sponsor targets, so we pick up a little under 946,000, which we really, really need. Let's head back to HQ. And this is why we need the money. Our rear wing is now ready to go into production. So let's go to manufacturing and immediately get that started. You can see we actually had a failure on one of our others. I can just about afford to get 4 of those done. But I also need a chassis. Let's just do 2. And let's get a chassis going as well. 550k for a chassis. That leaves me with about 220k. It's not much, but we're only 4 days away from the second leg of our Italian doubleheader. We will be heading to Imola tomorrow. A little bit of housekeeping to do before we end the stream, though. Let's take a look at our inbox first of all. Got our brand new ATR period, so that'll be a rear wing project, but we don't have the funds. We need 1.8 mil for that, so that's a bit frustrating. I'll have to hang on to that for a while. Post-race data, what broke apart from that rear wing? Oh, yeah, we knew about the broken underfloor. We also lost a front wing as well. Everything else got through unscathed. That's not too bad. Confirmation of the rear wing notification there. Let's take a look at our drivers. So, our main drivers, we actually gained a point in overtaking for Valtteri. Lovely stuff. Going up slightly. And our rookies getting a run out today. We gained a point in cornering for Jack. No gains for Logan, unfortunately. Fittipaldi and Ricciardo stay the same. No surprise there. We're going to get some extra cash in, well, tomorrow from our board. Let's fix up this car. And we're going to have some pit crew training to do as well. Move forward a day. There we go. We gained about 1.5 mil. So those driver hires that we made have cost us about 0.5 mil for the rest of the season. Or 0.5 mil a month for the rest of the season, as I should say. We have 2 emails in the inbox. Monthly car report, which we always ignore. What's everyone else up to? Haas, I've got new side pods, strong on-track performance, and they're now working on suspension. So they are going all in on cooling at the moment then. Williams say it could be going better, but we're where we expected to be at this point of the year. They are currently sitting in 5th. That's a lot of points for Williams. And they're not too far away from Red Bull. They've got more of a pressing issue with Aston putting them under some pressure. But they're still within striking distance of Red Bull. Their drivers are currently 7th and 10th. So they've got both drivers in the top 10 as well. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's get the pit crew sorted. So, cumulative. Start the month with very little fatigue at all, which means we can go very heavily on gym training for the first couple of days. Might even be able to get away with the morning there as well. Yes, I can. So, into Imola. Give them the morning off, or give them the day off on the Monday. Let's go into some split training. We have kind of neglected their skills a little bit in the last month or two. Trying to claw back some more pit stop time. Okay, so I can get half a day of training in. And a full day as well. So, one more day of split training and then a morning of car building, just so we don't completely neglect that. That's a little high considering it's a sprint weekend. Oh no, it's not. It's Singapore that's a sprint weekend, so that's okay. I can live with that. And then I can get half a day of training in here as well. Perfect. Into the sprint weekend here at Singapore, the final sprint of the season. And then when we come out, we're going to be very tired. Let's go with a full day of gym training. And that takes us down to 20% for the end of the month, which means we'll start the next month with 0 or 1%, and we can cram in some gym training at the beginning of the month as well. So, not bad. That's where we're going to end up with our stats. So, 9% is our current chance of making a mistake. Down still at 2.4 is our estimated pit stop time. It would be nice to get that down to 2.3, but I don't know if we'll be able to get that down as a consistent thing this season. Car building's still way down at 56%, but we'll focus on that more next season. There we go. Training is done. So, got 1.8 mil. That is just, and I do mean just enough to get our rear wing research project done. All of the hours going in on that. In fact, let me double check that it is actually the rear wing that I want to put these hours on. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, so we've done our big front wing project. As you can see, we've covered off the losses, made some pretty significant gains in a couple of areas. Going to get a nice boost to tyre wear for next season. Airflow sensitivity and front airflow will get a nice little boost as well. Underfloor has also had the big super treatment. So again, we've covered off the losses and made some pretty significant gains at the same time. Another 8.5% in airflow sensitivity to follow in the dirty air. And a nice little bit of drag reduction as well. Still need to do a big project on the suspension. So that's the two remaining ATR periods accounted for. The rear wing project and the suspension project. Let's get the rear wing done now. So we'll pump all of the hours into that. And we really want to focus on drag with this one. So we want to really try and squeeze as much straight line speed performance out of that as we can, and DRS. Let's up the airflow sensitivity just a touch. Maybe a touch more. Or maybe just drop these down just a touch to further boost. There we go. So we're looking at about 7.68. So 7 2/3% on our DRS. We'll gain 31 or 0.31 kilometers from this, and then a little bit of extra acceleration. And we'll also gain an extra 2.5% on our dirty air as well, which again is going to be important. One engineer on that. That'll take us through to the 10th of October. There we go. I'm very, very skint with just $36,500 left. But we've got very little time until the next Grand Prix. Just 3 days to go. On advanced time. And we just fall short of our sponsor engagement, but only just. No mandatory activities, but that's another 5 million. Which means I can now get started on that chassis upgrade that I've been wanting to do for a while. try and give us some extra speed and some a little bit of improvement to DRS, but it's more about drag reduction. I'm actually going to go pretty heavy on the drag reduction. We are very, very slow, so that will help claw back some of that time. It's not going to give us much, a small gain in acceleration in terms of ranking. Still going to be very, very slow. Slowest car on the grid, but that's a nice little chunk to find. When's that going to be ready? 30 days, and then 10 days a piece to build. So I'll have 1 for Mexico. If I can get 2 for Mexico, that would be nice. Let's put 2 engineers on and take 2 days off that way. So 28 days, so 38, 48 more. Yeah, there we go. I should have them just in time for Mexico. So yeah, I can do it that way. I could still get 2 for Mexico. Won't have a spare, but I wouldn't have had a spare the other way anyway. So we'll do that. That'll be that taken care of. I've got 4 million left. Let's buy a new ERS for Valtteri, because that's the only one he has. There we go. Evening, Clark. You're very late to the party. Missed a great race. Make sure you watch it back. Engine. I'd like another engine as well, but I just can't afford an engine. Let me check my facilities, because I'm sure I'm going to have to do something. Weather center needs to be touched up, but we'll leave it for now. Helipad's getting a bit low. Memorabilia room's getting a bit low. Team hub, we needed to do something with that. I can't afford an upgrade, so we'll just have to do a refurb. Oh man, wind tunnel's going to go any moment. I've got 1.2 mil left. There we go. That's what I was waiting to see. Sponsor plan popping up. So, what else can I do to try and improve our car? We're on a Mark II front wing, but I can't afford to do a Mark III. I need 1.8 mil. I'm half a mil short. Don't really want to do another side pod. Could do another suspension. Try and get our tyre wear up even more. Let's just have a look and see what that would look like. Gain another 7%. And that would actually get us off being the worst on the grid. I think we have to, because our tyre wear is so bad compared to the rest of the grid. If we can just get, you know, that extra 7.5%, get ourselves above 50%, it will make strategies like today easier. You know, we could have been a little bit quicker on the mediums, because we wouldn't have had to really absolutely nursemaid them when they were melting in the opening stages of the race. We could have been, you know, pushing at the next level up, perhaps. It's not a lot to gain anywhere else, but say tyre wear is so important because it's so low. So let's go ahead and make another suspension. That's going to take 30 days. So again, we will have those in time for Austin, actually. Just. Or is it the suspension that takes 10 days? I forget. I think these take 8 days, or 9 for us. Let's have a look. 8 days, yeah. So we will have 2 brand new suspensions in time for Austin, assuming we have the money to actually build them when they're ready. And then one last thing to do before we call it a day, and that's make sure we get our sponsor plotting in. Got a wind tunnel advert. That's worth 2.8 mil. And then we've got a lot to find here. Let's get Ricardo doing some stuff. See how much closer we are to the line now. This is where we should have been 2 sponsor periods ago. Let's put the factory in there. Let's put 2 engineers in there. Still going to need a couple of things. I don't want to put Valtteri in there. So it's going to be all on the factory. Ooh, that means we're going to actually potentially not be able to build stuff to the time schedule we were hoping to. But that will get us through past the engagement. So we're looking at getting just under 9 mil in 6 weeks' time. And that will pay for Valtteri's engine. And probably a new gearbox as well. If I can hold off putting his ERS in until then, that would be ideal. But I just don't think we can. So, with my remaining 270 grand, there's nothing else I can do here. Let's check in with the board. We never looked at what the board thought. They were delighted with Monza. Good, good, good. And they damn well should be. It's a point. So, very, very pleased with that. It's now 4 races this year that we've actually scored points in, which is awesome. Awesome. I get the feeling I'm forgetting to do something. Oh, yes. Hire back to engineers. There we go. So, given that our warehouse is now going to be much less likely to build on time, I could have put an engineer on that. There we go. Let's see. The chassis is the one that's going to take the most time to build, so let's just take 2 days off there. There we go. All right, that is it for tonight. One last thing to do as we end is just sneak a look at the weather. Going to be hot again, look. 31 degrees. Cloudy, though, so that might help keep temperatures a little bit more under control. But that will be tomorrow's Grand Prix as we conclude our double header in Italy, heading to Imola, because Madrid is not in the game. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight's race. If you have, then a thumbs up would be much appreciated. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. If you're not yet subscribed as well, then why not consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell so you get those notifications when I do go live. Going live tomorrow on the channel will be at some point, hopefully, depending on the actual official release time, will be Jurassic World Evolution 3. That will start a campaign playthrough on the PS5. That'll go up on the channel hopefully tomorrow. And then, as I say, we'll be back at the usual time for round 16. Until then, though, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.